So, being a nomad is a life of freedom where you can travel around the world working from anywhere. But I find that it works best if you keep it simple. So in this video, I'm going to give you tips and tricks on how to keep it simple as a digital nomad, traveling around the world and remote working. So, let's go. Hey everybody, it's Eric from Rising Nomad on the scorching hot streets of Belgrade, Serbia today. And you know what? The first thing I gotta talk about in this video is that a lot of the time we make our lives too complicated when we travel. And when leaving home, we take way too much stuff with us. So the first tip that I have for you in this video to keep your life simple as a digital nomad is to don't take too much stuff. I mean, I think you can get by with carry-on only if you really need to, and that's what I've done before, and it's actually quite satisfying. It's satisfying to be able to walk from accommodation to accommodation, to walk in and out of airports, city centers, train stations, so on and so forth. Just like this, walking down the street without dragging a huge suitcase behind you, without being weighed down by a massive backpack. So yeah, keep it simple with what you pack. I mean, limit your wardrobe. My minimum packing list, on top of those essentials like the passport and wallet and stuff like that, I would say you need a laptop, really good laptop, and a really good smartphone with a good camera on it that's also good at recording audio. And that's pretty much it for tech. You can even get like a smartphone and laptop that have the same adapter. So, you know, my laptop uses USB-C and so does my smartphone. And you can just charge them on the same thing. Or you have a cable for, you know, just try to simplify that sort of thing. Also, I'm really into having a decent quality headset for recording videos, and also for talking on Zoom calls and stuff like that. So usually I have a USB headset from Logitech or Sennheiser, and then I also have earbuds that I carry around with me. Those are the two things you need for staying in touch with people and stuff like that. And apart from that, you just kind of just need some clothes. So you got your passport, your tech, your clothes, and it's just like I minimalize my sort of like style options, and I just have a bunch of t-shirts like this, and maybe I travel with one or two button-up shirts and one hoodie for when it gets cold, and that's about it. One pair of pants, two pairs of shorts, one pair of shoes, two pairs of flip-flops, because I'm usually going to warm places where you can walk in flip-flops pretty much all the time. And that's my lifestyle. I like the minimalism of it. Then you only need a couple pairs of socks. You know, I've gone as much as 5 months in a row in Thailand and then coming back to Europe with summer without wearing shoes. And that really appeals to me. It's really, it's really awesome. So yeah, then you just need some underwear. Usually I have like 12 shirts and about 7 pairs of underwear. And yeah, that's about it for clothing. Now, here are some other ways that you can simplify your life as a digital nomad. Scheduling your week so it's a repetitive thing, that you're doing the same things at the same time each week, so you don't have to have this struggle every week of figuring out when to do what when. So I'm talking about weekly meetings with the people that you work with. I'm talking about having a routine for when you're exercising that just runs without a lot of thought. And you can simplify your life by essentially just setting all that up and sticking to it whenever possible, even if you're traveling. So I do yoga on Mondays, I do strength training on Mondays, Tuesdays I do a home ab workout with a little bit of flexibility and stuff like that. And yeah, Wednesday and Friday I also do the strength training, Thursday I do the yoga. My staff meetings with my staff are Tuesday and Wednesday, and it all just pretty much works. Keep it simple, folks, and yeah, the beginning of the week is leading into the week. It's a Monday right now. I've sent a bunch of emails to get things going, schedule some stuff that doesn't usually happen because most of that stuff I mentioned is already scheduled. And I have the space, the breathing space to schedule stuff on Monday and make videos like this. That's something that's on the schedule for Monday to like just ease into the week. Similarly, Friday is the day when I'm easing out of the week. And that means that Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I can slam it, work 12-hour days if I need to, and basically just simplify the scheduling of my week and overload myself for 3 days and then have like 4 days which are a little bit more relaxed where I'm still getting stuff done. Sunday, don't make any plans on Sunday. That's my rule. Don't make spontaneous Sunday is what I call it. Sunday fun day, whatever you want to call it, however you want to say it. Make sure that Sunday is for you and you alone to decide what you do when you wake up. Free from all the schedule. Allowing that mental breathing space will keep your life a lot simpler because you won't feel overwhelmed. You won't feel burnt out as much if you allow yourself that one day to just like see what happens. I also am a big proponent of not having notifications on your phone for pretty much anything. I have one app which people are allowed to contact me on, which is PagerDuty, for urgent escalations from the people that I work with, and that's it. And I have 2 channels of communication. It's Facebook Messenger and my work email that I check frequently and often, enough that I do not have to have notifications on for those because I check them all the time. Everything else, like simplify your communication channels is what I'm trying to say, and it's going to be a lot better because people will know how they're going to get in touch with you. And if you do your end of the deal and check those channels of communication constantly, then you won't have to have notifications on. You won't have to hear a beep every time someone has a thought and sends you an email and stuff like that. And it's going to be a lot easier to simplify focusing on the things that you're scheduled to focus on, because we live in a world where focus has become pretty hard to maintain in a lot of cases. So keep that in mind. And just let people know that they can always sort of like page you using something like PagerDuty or call you up if it's urgent, but otherwise you'd prefer to receive an email. And then when you have a moment, you can pick up. Like the thing is like that I don't like is receiving random calls from random people about random stuff at random times. It doesn't really make sense. I mean, my situation is a little bit different than a lot of people. I've got, more than 100 people working through a company that I've started around the world. So if I gave my number and encouraged everybody to call me up at random times, the phone would never stop ringing and I wouldn't be able to make a video like this for you today. So also travel less, be more stable in places. Travel on the weekend when you have more time without worrying about your schedule being interrupted. I like traveling on Sundays, Saturdays, or Fridays when things are more relaxed, so that I can always be simply at my best when it's time to get work done on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. A way to simplify your diet is to do intermittent fasting. This is where you only eat for 6 or 8 hours or even just 4 hours a day. And that really simplifies the need to stuff in your face at certain times. You just prepare well for your meals and you have that mine are usually 6-hour feeding windows, and you just feed yourself all the nutrition you need for a day in that window, whatever 2,000 calories. I track it. It's not the most simple thing to track calories, but it pays off in terms of health and wellness. And the next thing is try to have a bunch of basic meals that you can make anywhere that satisfy you. My basic meal is a salad with apple cider vinegar and some sort of protein, whether it's feta cheese, which you can get in most places. I had no problem getting it in Mexico or Thailand as well. It's just a little expensive. And chicken is something you find all over the world. And so chicken salad, feta cheese salad, you can make that anywhere. You don't need to cook. Well, the chicken, you do, but the feta cheese you don't. Sometimes for an alternative source of meat, I get prosciutto, they call it here in Serbia. It's like sort of a a cured ham, jamon, I think it's called in Spanish. And yeah, just have your basic food, your go-to stuff that you don't really need to think about, that you can get in a supermarket. And you basically just need a knife and a plate or a bowl, and you can prepare that. And yeah, simplify your life. Simplify your exercise. Have something that you can do anywhere, a routine. I mean, I do yoga anywhere, and I've also been educated by my trainer, Sky, on how I can work out in a hotel room, even without equipment. But then, on top of that, I carry around gymnastics rings, and I can hang them from any sort of like horizontal bar, and do my exercise there, including the pulling, inverted rows, and all that sort of stuff. Dips and stuff, you can do that with your gymnastics rings, and it's super easy and it's super simple because you don't have to go to a gym. You can hit all the muscles that you want to target, and it's a great sense of independence to be able to do that around the world. I've been around the world with the rings, been in Albania and Turkey with the rings, been in Mexico, Thailand with the rings, and it just fits really well in your backpack, and you can go around the world. So you get the idea, folks. You want to simplify your life. You want to simplify your schedule. You want to simplify your routine whenever possible so that you have more time, mental bandwidth, energy to actually enjoy life itself, the beautiful surroundings that you find yourself in, and just basically live a life of freedom. Because freedom is not something that you can enjoy as much if you're distracted all the time with different stuff. Freedom is not something you can enjoy as much if you've got this huge bag you have to drag around everywhere that you're going. And freedom is not something you can enjoy as much if your body isn't working like a fine-tuned machine with the right fuel and the right sort of exercise to keep the machine running. So hope you enjoyed this video. This has been Rising Nomad. My name is Eric, and I invite you to subscribe to this channel if you like this video. And we got lots more. This was sort of a shorter video. It's only like 12 minutes, and lots of other videos that go a lot deeper on the psychological stuff of being a digital nomad and being displaced around the world, traveling around. And we got a community on Facebook that you can join and interact with us as well. So thanks a lot, and bidding you farewell from a very sunny Belgrade, Serbia. Catch you later.